We've got it on 2K Sports, and we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. Here's a look at what's coming up for Oklahoma City. On Thursday, they'll face off against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks.
In that game against the Kings, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Porzingis there inside. Trae is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt, and it's Risacher in at the small forward position. At this early stage of the season, what do you think are the most important things for teams to focus on, Legs?
Well, I think familiarity with new teammates. So you're trying to find that rhythm and flow on both ends of the floor. There's no substitute for real in-game reps, which they're getting now. And ideally, if you can win some games early, it builds confidence.
So it's the Thunder now, after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Johnson with it, down low. On the break! 4-3. Risacher, no good. Dort against Daniels, and it's Dort off the drive. Good D by Daniels.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Porzingis misses.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty, so we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and BA, this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, BA, I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada too, eh?
Of the North.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. SGA's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Young. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Outside for Dort. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Inside. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
The Hawks trailing. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Johnson passes to Young. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in the game. That's tipped. And here they come. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
Williams on the wing. Young against SGA. From 11 feet away. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Daniels. Johnson a screen on Dort. To the paint. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward, Legs.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season prematurely. And he's a lefty, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward.
Let's not forget he's Milwaukee tough, too. The free throw drops for Johnson. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
An exciting young team. All right, Shams, thank you.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one drops. And that's now 9 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's what separates Shai from other guards. He can absorb the contact inside and still finish.
Johnson against Holmgren. Porzingis with a screen on Holmgren. To the middle. And stolen by Hartenstein. Young against SGA. Now Young with a steal. Pass to Porzingis. And he gets that one. Porzingis has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, he's cooking now. That's 3 out of 4 here at the start.
SGA passes to Hartenstein. Dort for 3. Rebound Atlanta.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Porzingis finds Young. Clock at 6. He had his back to the basket for over 5 seconds. That'll be a turnover. And let's use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. Dyson Daniels on top. And, of course, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
These two struck fear into their opponents last year. Able to force so many steals, they're a problem for opposing offenses.
Now, here's Williams. He's scoreless. Holmgren, left side. Here's Hartenstein. And Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Daniels passes to Young. Outside Rizachet. Right side Porzingis. Shoots over Hartenstein. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Williams. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Free throw drops for Williams. Well, when you look at the upside for this young Hawks team, Tim, how good can they be?
I think they could be one of the surprises in the Eastern Conference. They've got an emerging star in Jalen Johnson, one of the best defensive players in the league, in Dyson Daniels. And both of those guys, I think, haven't even come close to scratching the surface.
And both players, high-level work ethic, talent, and guys who want to get after it every day. They grab their own miss. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Hartenstein on the offensive glass, always ready to collect and then finish off on those missed shots.
Now here's Young. Yet to see a basket. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
And he makes a first. Tim, you look at his career rate of assists per game. Trae Young, one of the most prolific passers ever to lace him up.
Yeah, B.A., despite the fact that he's known for shot making, it's his vision that sets him apart, and it's the reason you want the ball in his hands.
And both free throws good for Young. You know, Tim, when it comes to deflections and steals, who's better than the Thunder?
The answer, nobody. They pressure the ball, they run swarms of defenders at you, and they have a way of overwhelming and exhausting their opponents.
Tim, when you talk about Isaiah Hartenstein, how impressive has his development been?
He's a former second-round pick, B.A., and he wasn't really a key rotation player in this league until year 4. But now he's become invaluable as a dirty work big man.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what Hartenstein gives you is toughness and intelligence. He is such an important part of what they do.
Katangos checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. And so Hartenstein nails both of them. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks, they are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, B.A., since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Williams' shot is good.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Risa Shea. Okongwu, a screen on Williams. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah, Risa Shea is already advanced with the ball in his hand. He knows how to pick up that whistle.
Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And the Executive of the Year award last season. One more going OKC's way, Tim.
Well, it's well-deserved when you look at a championship team, and they are just getting started. You hate to use that D word, but when it's all said and done, they can run off a few of them.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Wallace in for Dort. And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Risa-Shea. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
Johnson. Excellent D there from Wiggins.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Wallace, left side. Good D by Okongwu.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
The kick out to Johnson. There's Young with the 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Well, you know Trae Young is comfortable from well beyond the arc.
Wallace outside. SGA finds Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. Caruso outside. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Misses from close range. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. The 3 from Rizachet. The shot no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And you can argue Onyeka Okongwu is a little undersized at the center position, but it's hard to overlook his impact, Tim.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
That one's off. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Alexander Walker comes in for Rizachet. And it's Kennard in for Daniels. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. Pass to Wallace. Elbow shot. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Young, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Young. And a nice finish on the layup. Young's got 7 points.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Wallace outside. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And we've got 1:18 left in the first. Okongwu finds Kennard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. Number 1, the Thunder.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
The first free throw is good. Atlanta making some changes. Newell comes in for Johnson, and Krejci subbed in for Young. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Joe. Good on both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Thunder with a lead. Outside, Williams. Outside, Williams. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Atlanta.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Pass to Wallace. Now Wiggins with the drive. Ooh, a two-handed Power slam!
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Here's a Kongwu. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Kennard against Caruso. Kennard, left side. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Williams looking around. Here's Wiggins, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Oklahoma City ahead, up 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, a Kongwu out there with Newell. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Krejci in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Alexander-Walker. 17 points in his last outing. Kennard against Caruso. Kennard can't get it to go.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Caruso outside. Outside, Williams. And there's a pick. On the wing, Wallace. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. And it's an 11-point Thunder lead. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Wallace misses. Well, the Hawks shooting about 41%. Kennard passes to Krejci. Back to Kennard. They set the pick. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
2 shots.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Thunder leading by 7. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Williams passes to Caruso. Yep, that one goes.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Alexander Walker. No made baskets yet. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So for the Hawks, Risache, he's checked in for Krejci. Dyson Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Young in for Kennard. On defense, the Thunder. 9-point game. Outside Young. Pass to Newell. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. And the shot goes. Newell's got his second bucket on the night.
I really like Daniels' decision-making. He is so good at reading pick and rolls and knowing when to take it himself and when to dish it.
Caruso, the pass to Wallace. Williams looking around. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Caruso. No good there. Off the double clutch. Hawks trail by 7. On the wing, Risache. Williams defending. Pass to Daniels. Good D by Wallace. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Tim, you look at Cason Wallace. He has been a plug-and-play defensive guard in this league.
Well, B.A., you're talking about a guy who wants to pick you up full court every minute he's on the floor. He is just tireless and relentless on the defensive end. He's the kind of player every coach wants to have. Regardless of his minutes, he makes the impact defensively.
I've heard you say it before. The fastest way to minutes, if you're a young guy, is on the defensive end.
Coaches are taking notice of that want-to factor.
Now here's Risache. They set the screen to the middle. And stolen by Caruso. Wallace outside. Williams on the wing. Pass to Caruso. Knocks down the triple. Caruso's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Williams' vision, very underrated. That is a great kick out.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And here's Risache. Inside, Wiggins with a steal. Pass to Williams. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead. The Hawks have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Talk about a guy who's really broken out. How about Aaron Wiggins, Tim?
Well, B.A., he certainly has. He's the former 55th pick in 2021. And you look at the versatility on both ends. He can shoot it, drive it, and defends multiple positions.
It's the Hawks ball.
The Hawks making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Caruso. And Atlanta with possession here. Down by 12. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And Johnson giving these fans a show.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Pass to Holmgren. To the paint. Here's Dort. Good D by Daniels.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Okongwu, the pass to Young. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Young misses. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Jacks up a 3. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Now Young. He's got 7. Pass to Okongwu. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists in the game.
And when Young is running your offense, you're in good hands. Trey is great at getting everyone involved.
Now here's Dort. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to SGA. Here's Williams. Shot clock at 6. Over Johnson. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
Outside Rizachet. Back to Young. And no good. Good defense there from SGA. Thunder leading by 13. Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren deciding where to go with it. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Johnson.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
No good on that one. Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
Porzingis has checked in for Kongwu. Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And he sinks the second. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Coach Mark Dagnall talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Back over to you, Brian.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Johnson, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. No one covering. And it's 8 points for Kristaps Porzingis.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
SGA passes to Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Wallace outside. Over Daniels. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Daniels. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder leading by 12. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Dort to screen on Johnson. Holmgren against Johnson. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's SGA. Here's Hartenstein. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Hartenstein's got 6.
Yeah, and I'm not sure contact is really the way to slow Hartenstein down inside. He actually invites it.
Young, the pass to Porzingis. Pure from 3-point range. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Wallace. It's stolen by Daniels. Here's Rizachet. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And Holmgren's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 14. They get the rebound. SGA passes to Hartenstein. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Young. Johnson on the wing. Hartenstein against Porzingis. Shoots over Hartenstein. Porzingis misses.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
SGA against Young. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Wallace. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. 6 points for him.
And he continues to add to his game. Holmgren's assist numbers are going up.
Here's Young. Inside. It's Trae Young.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside, SGA. Pass to Hartenstein. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. SGA's got 5 assists tonight. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Hartenstein. Down low. Here's Wallace. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Wallace has got 8 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Rizachet. Johnson a screen on Dort. Here's Rizachet. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. SGA against Johnson. And a deep three from Young. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. They lead by 18. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now, and Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court, and whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
When I look at Atlanta, I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they've still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them and for their fans as well. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
How about all the points coming off those bench, man? I'm telling you, when you get that kind of scoring up and down the lineup, you can write your own ticket to wins.
Yeah, complete team effort, and they're playing an entertaining style as well. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
Thunder leading by 18. Taking a look at the Thunder. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Here's Daniels. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Pass to Williams. Holmgren outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Over Young. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Well, and I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Young, the pass to Daniels. Inside, here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
To the middle, here's Hartenstein. Outside for Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Young. Hartenstein passes to Dort, and here is Williams. Off target from three-point range. Holmgren against Johnson. Outside Young. There's the three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. To the inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a rim wrecker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And SGA showing you some impressive hops.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Young with it, now guarded by Holmgren. Daniels passes to Johnson. The kick out to Young. Shoots over Holmgren. Buried from 15 feet out. Young's got 13.
Well, you could see Trae Young right there feeling out where the defense was, and then he found that pocket in the mid-range, and he rose up and knocked it down.
Now here's Dort. Still no points. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander from deep. Holmgren. Porzingis grabs the board. Hawks trail by 18. Daniels outside. To the paint. Here's Young. Tipped.
Yeah, no way. Not happening. Hartenstein denies it. The 7-footer getting it done defensively.
To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Rizachet. Young against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Young. Porzingis with a screen on SGA. And it's Young again missing.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from three. Only had that one in the first half.
Legs, you look at Jalen Williams coming out of college. Early doubts about his athletic ceiling proving unfounded.
No question about it. There were limitations placed on him as an athlete because he's got a fairly unique build if you think about it. Really long arms and barrel-chested, but his agility really opening eyes.
Well, and you can never underestimate the heart, and he plays with a lot of it.
Absolutely.
It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Oklahoma City, number 1. 5th on the list, the Hawks.
Here you have two offenses that feasted off turnovers. Every opponent was a little nervous with the ball around them.
Hartenstein against Porzingis. Outside Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Johnson. Off target from outside.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Rizachet. Johnson against Holmgren. Pass to Porzingis. To the left side wing. Here's Young. And Atlanta misses again.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
It's stolen by Johnson. To the inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
First one falls for him. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
Now here's SGA. 17 points in the game. That shot off. Ooh, excellent D there from Young. Down low. Poke loose. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Outside Rizachet. Porzingis with a screen on Dort. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Lou Dort picks one up. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, B.A. In the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
And the first one at the line is good. Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
He does not get the second one.
Yeah, and I think this is a promising player we're looking at, especially defensively. Dyson Daniels is a stud at containing the basketball, and he just creates havoc out there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Holmgren against Johnson. Pass to Daniels. Porzingis with a screen on Williams. Here's Young. 4 on the clock. Here's Daniels. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Oklahoma City leading by 19. Outside, Williams. Holmgren outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize a team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
And he drops the first.
And you see the two-way presence of Holmgren. He changes things for his team, and you see the difference when he's not on the floor.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta. Both free throws good from Holmgren. Hawks trail by 21. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Daniels with it. Pass to Johnson. And stolen by Holmgren. Daniels against SGA. Up top, Holmgren. Williams with the screen. Holmgren, the pass to Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Spins. A shot from the mid-range. The Thunder with another miss. Hawks trail by 21. Inside, here's Alexander Walker. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Pass to Holmgren. It's stolen by Johnson. He's all alone. Look out! Oh, my goodness!
Little bit of flair on that one. Yeah, that time they're out in the open floor, and Jalen Johnson finished off that break beautifully.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 17 points in the game. Dort outside. 6 to shoot. Outside, SGA from deep. The rebound by Atlanta.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Alexander Walker with the bucket. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for OKC. 22 was their biggest lead. Pass to Holmgren. Back to SGA. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
He is just too quick and too active. Shea is someone who lives at the free throw line.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And one thing that makes Shea so effective is his command of the basketball. He can go either direction and stop on a dime.
The Hawks making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. Then for Oklahoma City, Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Williams, and it's Wallace in for Dort.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Hawks trail by 17. Takes a step back. Here's Alexander Walker. Unable to get that one. Good D by Wallace. Now here's Caruso. Tight defense on him. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Hawks. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Okongwu. He's covered by Holmgren. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander on top.
For him, it was a season to remember, and I think his fans would say the same.
Free throw good, Okongwu. Williams is checked in for Chet Holmgren. And so he hits both. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Pass to Wallace. Down low. And stolen by Porzingis. Now here's Alexander Walker. Watched by Wallace. And here's Daniels. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
And that's one of Daniels' greatest attributes, his poise as a playmaker.
Wallace, left side. And he banks in the layup. Wallace has got 10 points in the game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Daniels. Back to Porzingis. Here's the three. From deep range, KP hits it.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Thunder leading by 12. Outside, SGA. Wallace, left side. Back to SGA. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Wiggins. The shot won't fall. Good D by Daniels. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Alexander Walker, the pass to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Okongwu. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Krejci's checked in for the Hawks. Kennard comes in for Daniels. Joe's checked in for Oklahoma City. We've got 1:23 left in the third. 5 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Oklahoma City has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Wallace outside. Caruso outside. Pass to Wallace. Going inside. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Wallace has got 4 points this quarter. Hawks trail by 14. Kennard outside. Out to the wing. Porzingis against Wiggins. Back to Kennard. Puts up a three. The Thunder pull it in. 22 was their biggest lead. The teardrop. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep three-point land. A deep one from the Unicorn.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Oklahoma City ahead, up 11. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Noel out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Okongwu, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Young. Pass to Kennard. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
To the paint. Here's Wiggins, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And now you see why those assist numbers for Williams have been climbing over the past few seasons.
Young against Caruso. Young looking over the floor. Kennard outside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Yeah, absolutely jaw-dropping. Now here's Williams. Shoots from 12. Good as the jump shot falls.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 13-point game. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Caruso. Back to Williams. Comes up empty down low. For Atlanta, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's a Kongu. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You know, that was an excellent play right there, using his strength to power through contact.
Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Then for Oklahoma City, Jang, he's checked in for Carlson. Joe comes in for Wallace. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wiggins. Free throw no good for Okongwu. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Atlanta with a rebound. Alexander Walker's got 4 rebounds now. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
He's not the quickest guy out there, but he can outsmart you and outwork you.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Joe, the pass to SGA. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. No luck on that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Kennard, covered by Joe. Young from long range. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Caruso outside. And another miss by Oklahoma City. For Atlanta, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Outside, Alexander Walker. Gilgeous-Alexander against Young. Clock at 6. Back to Alexander Walker. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Atlanta making some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Risachet comes in for Alexander Walker. And Daniels is subbed in for Kennard. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Holmgren's checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. To win the cold spell. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
Right side, Porzingis. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Outside, SGA. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Joe. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Daniels. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Hawks trail by 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, a big part of Daniels' game is improving. He's becoming better at the free throw line.
No good on the free throw. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Joe. He hits the second from the line. Thunder leading by 5. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Young. To stop the drought, Holmgren with a big reach.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Pass to Shai. Now Johnson. Porzingis with a screen on Holmgren. It's Johnson with a drive. For 3, Porzingis. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Well, his role this half has been to help them space the floor.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. Screen by Holmgren. Dort against Daniels. It's intercepted. Shai drives in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Good to see Shai attacking like that. When he sees the lane open up, he gets real aggressive.
Holmgren outside. Hartenstein with a screen on Johnson. Holmgren, the pass to Hartenstein. Here's Johnson. Outside Young on the wing. Shai. Porzingis with a screen on Williams. On the wing, Daniels. Shot clock at 3 to take the lead. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds now. Thunder with a lead. Pass to SGA. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Now Dort. Outside, Williams. From deep, Holmgren. Oh, Chet, the corner 3.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Up top, Young. SGA covering. Sinks that one from the post.
How about Trae Young from close range? And this guy is such an impressive all-around scorer.
And SGA, here we go. Williams from long range. The rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Young can't hit.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. From deep, SGA. No good there.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
Now Young. Outside, Johnson. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Thunder leading by 3. Holmgren inside. Johnson on him. Holmgren, the pass to Williams. it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. That's on Zachary Risache.
Shooting for Oklahoma City. That's a lot for one.
And that one misses.
Well, he's still a young player in this league, but Jalen Williams has an impressive resume already, winning a title with the Thunder as their second-best player.
Now here's Johnson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
I really like how he settled down after a careless first half, taking much better care of the basketball, too.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, double team. Holmgren inside, covered by Johnson. Dort to screen on Young. SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Oh, man, and the defense now sees SGA taking flight. It's just too much.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Seven-point differential. Right side, Young. Screen by Young. 5 on the clock. It's Johnson with a drive from downtown. Holmgren there for the rebound. The Thunder have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Holmgren. Now SGA. Another chance. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Young with it. A minute 29 left in the fourth. Now Porzingis. It's deflected.
That is just elite defense there by Hartenstein. If he is in position, he is more than capable of blocking shots.
Oh, he misses the layup. Hawks trail by 9. Young. Oh, the lethal three ball of Young.
And that's exactly what you want from your best player. Unafraid to run to the bright lights.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Young.
And there he is again, hunting a trip to the foul line. You have to stay down on Young's shot fake.
At the line for 2.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And that's something that makes Young unique. His ability to really pile up the numbers offensively in both scoring and assist totals.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hartenstein with a screen on Johnson. Now Hartenstein. Oh, he misses the dunk.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
Can't hit it. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. And so it's Oklahoma City winning this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.